What is up, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome back to On the Beach with Pete, the paint along series where I do some hobby stuff, usually painting, sometimes building, but today it's painting. You put me on in the background whilst you do your hobby, whatever it is you're doing for your projects. So, and round about an hour of paint along, hobby along time. And we get to talk about stuff. I get to talk to you about things that are going on, different stuff, hobby stuff, life, the universe, and everything in between. So, without further ado, get your stuff ready, your glues and your models and your paints, whatever. Get yourself a drink, tea, coffee, whatever. I got some Tango today. Had a meal deal. Anyway, and we'll head over to the bench. Okay, right, here we are. Now, you may have seen in one of my bench updates, the Bench Bites update I did, that the way I deal with... I've got a multitude of miniatures on my desk. The way I deal with it, the way I'm dealing with it now is I just make sure to try and get a little bit of paint on as many models as I can and move on, you know, and then back again. And that is literally all I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to start with this Wendigo miniature, and I'm just going to pop some shade wash onto the base of this. All I'm going to be doing, literally all I'm doing, and that is it. That is it. So I've still got my electric paint shaker agitator, but I don't really need it for washes because they're just so easy, nice and thin. Right, so we're starting with this Wendigo here. So let's move the camera up a bit here. So there we are. God, it's been ages since I did any painting, and there's a very good reason for that, which most of you will probably know. So this is kind of a, not so much a welcome back, but a hopefully welcome back to regular paint alongs, where I can be doing this sort of video once a week at least, and other videos maybe in between. Got loads of videos I can make. Right, there it is. That's it. That's literally all. I don't need to fanny around with anything else on there. Right, so he's off the bench for that one. That's it. That's that one done. Good job. Now this one here, I'm just gonna... There's a couple of things I can do here, but I do need to dry brush his base first. So I'll probably just do that. Got a Longbeard Grey, there we go, that's all it needs. Touch of Longbeard Grey. Actually, I want to make sure I get the right brush for this job. I did have like a round-headed small dry brush. I did have. Well, I call it small, they call it medium, but that'll do anyway. So there we go. That's that. Yep. Go. So I'm just going to dry brush over the top of this base here. Just brings out all the raised bits. Nothing fancy. There we go. That's that miniature done. He's off the bench. Actually, I feel like I could do something more with him. I could do the rim, because I feel personally that would finish him. And as that for me is the finish, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to bring him back. Now I want Steel Legion drab, because that's the colour I paint my base rims. Steel Legion drab. Got one there. Yeah, there we go. Don't need to shake that one up too much either. Yeah, that'll be fine like that. Okay. Fairly chunky brush for this one. Okay, anyway, right. So, for those of you that don't know, I've got a new dog. He's called Dylan. He is awesome. We rescued him from Cyprus, and believe it or not, we've had him a month now. 1 month. And so that's the reason I've not been able to make videos for a long time. Well, to me, a month is a long time, and I'm not saying this is going to be the end of the breaks, because I wanted to spend time training him, giving him the attention he needs, not just getting a dog and then shoving him in the corner, saying, right, I'm going to go and do some hobby now, thanks for that. Because you've got to spend time with him, especially a new dog. And, you reap the rewards later, which is what the aim is, right? So he's had a lot of, he's been through such a lot. So, and I won't go into that here, but I'm planning on doing an update for him. I'm probably going to do it as a Patreon a video, sort of like a behind the scenes, but an update on him, as like a Dylan update, because he's really coming on leaps and bounds. Well, let's go for a drink of my Tango. God, it's thirsty work. I know. Tango probably isn't the best thing for curing thirst. I've been having a lot of water lately, so I feel I'm doing okay. Right. Now. Okay. Now, rock surface here. I'm just going to do a shade wash on this base, and then when it dries, I'm going to highlight it. That is all I'm going to do. So, same again. Shade wash. Yeah, so a lot has been going on in my life recently. My mum's been quite poorly. Looks like she's going to be going into a nursing home now. And that is probably going to be where she spends the rest of her days, I should think. Because she needs like 24-hour nursing care now. So it's difficult. It is difficult. It's tricky, and it's been quite stressful, to be truthful. And there's been other stuff going on in my life as well, which has added to stress. And then some people might argue and say, well, why did you get a dog then? Because that's just going to bring you more stress, isn't it? And I can see their point. Well, I'm just going to do the fair on top of his head as well, because it's going to be the same deal. I can see their point. Yes, it is stressful getting a new dog, like a puppy type dog. That said, however, it's a different type of stress, and not the bad kind. To me, it's not the bad kind anyway. Yeah, it's stressful, but not negatively so. It's just in the moment, And so I said, right, well, that's that one done. I said, right, gonna get him proper training. So I paid for a block of training for dog behaviourist and training coach. So he's had 5 sessions with this this trainer, and come on leaps and bounds. So much so, in fact, I've you know, I've booked another block of training sessions with him. We're actually getting 1 session free, so he's going to get another 6 sessions at least. He's really doing so well, considering he'd had no training. I mean, 0 training before we got him. You know, he's really, and he used to jump up quite badly as well. He doesn't do that anymore. He seems to be house trained. He doesn't jump up. He's getting better on the lead. The only thing we're working on at the moment is his reactivity with other animals and dogs and that, 'cause he's very excited. And we wasn't sure what it was, what the energy was. We didn't think it was aggression, but the behaviour got us to take a video of when it happens when we're out. So we did that. And he said, I've analysed it. That's definitely an excited reaction, and it's not aggression. So that's a relief at least. So that's something we can work on. And we've been doing that. We're doing some field work with what I would call a role model dog. You know, like a dog that's been fully trained up and, you know, can just sit and be calm while some other crazy dog goes nuts around him. You know? We're just trying to work on getting him closer and closer and calmer as he does so, and it's really working. It's doing really well. So got some more training sessions to go, so that's great news. Pleased with that. It has meant quite a lifestyle change though. The biggest one being up at 5 every morning now in the morning to walk him, take him for his first walk, because that's kind of the time he wakes up, and when he wakes up he's ready to go for the day. You know, that's it. You know, there's no I'm gonna lie in now. No, once he's up, he's up. So, you know, fair one. Right, what am I going to do on this? Got this weird shark. Has a really cool. Do you know, I've seen this crab man character. I don't think it's a weird crab, but I suppose it could be similar sort of vein. That would be just strange, wouldn't it? But yeah, right. I'm going to be doing a layer of rust grey on this, so this will probably take me a little while. I'm going to shake this one up, so you're going to hear the electric paint shaker in just a sec. Ready? There we go. So I haven't painted in over a month. I haven't painted anything, you know, well over a month. So this is like a rare treat for me. I'm hoping this is going to be the start of more regular sessions again. You know, I really am. Really hoping so. I'll put a bit of drying retarder in with that too. Yeah, I know everybody's saying, oh, wet palette. I've got a wet palette, but it's packed away at the moment, and at the moment this is how I'm doing it. So all good. Yeah, so we've had, you know, quite a turbulent sort of month, really. Because Dylan came into our life quite quickly, you know, from the point of, well, yeah, let's get him. And we originally was going to foster him initially with a view to adopting. Well, that went out the window quite quickly. As soon as we got him, we fell in love with him quite quickly. And we're like, nope, I want to keep him, so we're adopting him. So we adopted him. So, yeah, that's what happened, you know. It's all happened really quickly. got the flight over from Cyprus, and I mean that in itself was quite stressful, because we picked him up at about, I think it was about 2 in the morning, from Bristol, because his flight was delayed initially, and then he had to catch a later ferry, and it was all sorts of shenanigans to get here. He got here in the end. Get here he did. Bless him. Nervous wreck when we got here, but he's really finding his feet now, which is great. And I'm really, really hoping he can become part of the channel as well at some point and get involved in future videos. Maybe not many, but just now and again. Because Rufus was in a few, my last dog. Miss him terribly. But it is nice to have a buddy again. It's I mean, we're bonding. We're doing a really, really good job of bonding with one another, and he doesn't ask much. Just a couple of walks a day. Well, 3 walks a day, plus a bit of playtime and a bit of attention. He's not what I would call a demanding dog. I've had quite a few dogs in my time. He's not what I would call a demanding dog, but just when he has got your attention, he wants to keep it for as long as he can. That's fair enough. But yeah, all in all, really enjoying having him around. It's wonderful. Be a dog owner again. Cat has had to change his lifestyle a little bit at the moment because they're separated in the house. He's got his safe spaces in the house, of which my hobby room here is one of them, although at the moment obviously I'm using it, so he can't. Well, he could, but he'd have to be shut in while I record, because it's it's the soundproofing and whatnot. Yeah, so like I say, quite a hectic, turbulent month. We've had a couple of ups and downs with him, as you would expect with any new dog. He was 16 months when we got him, so with no training, the behaviour said you've got to treat him literally as a brand new puppy, because he's had zero training. To treat him as such, and that's what we've been doing between us, all of us. So yeah, he's really fond of the trainer as well. He gets really excited when the trainer comes around. He started off coming around like 1-to-1 sessions here at the home. Now we're working kind of in a field. And that's good. Yeah, it's not what I thought dog training sessions were going to be like. I mean, I've never been to a dog training session until I had Dylan. And, it's vastly different from what I was expecting. What I was expecting was to go to some, like, I don't know, church hall or something with a load of other dogs and owners, and everybody just be barking and pulling like mad, and everybody getting quite stressed out, But I thought, well, I'll go through the motions. Because I want the best for this guy, because he's probably going to be my last dog. And that's, given my condition, so that I can give a dog the best, I can. This is probably going to be the last time I can do this. So I want the best for him, So I'll try you know, I'll go to some training. But it was nothing like that. One-to-one sessions to start with. It was like really, really cool. And he picks things up so quickly. It's brilliant, you know. And even the trainers are like pretty impressed with him, you know, about how quickly he picks things up, because he does pick things up real quick. This is taking a bit longer than I thought, but the aim is to get a bit of paint on every model, not necessarily to be speed painting, so that's fine. I'm just doing the muscles on his abdomen there. Okay, got to go around the model literally and make sure I haven't missed anything. So I'll have to repeat this process, I know. Yeah, so there you go. That's kind of some of what's been going on in my world. But yeah, a lot of people I know are having some stressful times right now anyway. So it's not just me. There we are, getting there. I think we're almost there. Right, make sure his knees are done. Well, I'm not hearing any barking from downstairs, so that's good. If you remember early videos I did for the channel, I would often hear in the early days my other dogs barking, especially if the postman knocked. And that's one thing he doesn't do. That's that one done now for that stage. That's good. He's not much of a barker for like the postman and the bin men and things like that, which is great. Oh, there we go. That's that one down. Think about what I can do on this guy next. I think I might do his hair. Yeah, so yes, that's really, really good. Let's grab another drink. Oh, that hit the spot. So some hair for him. No, Zameshi Desert. No, something a bit browner, I think. A bit browner. What have we got here? Doombull Brown, I think. Yes. Some Doombull Brown. I'm going to put this onto my electric paint shaker. Wow, 25 minutes in. And then I can, once I've done this video, I can, hang on a minute. Once I've done this video, I can edit it and render it, get it ready for upload. So that will be fantastic. Oh, pardon me. If I can get this, if this video is what I would get through this video with no interruptions. I mean, even without a dog, you know, you have interruptions, don't you? Door goes, whatever. Things happen, life, right? Okay, just mixing that brown. Doombull Brown, I think it's quite a good colour for hair. Yeah. Yeah, so do that. Oh, we're starting to expand our walks now with Dylan. Obviously, lunchtime is a bit limited because, you know, we're working and we, you know, only got so long for lunch, so we can't do too much there. But because he gets up so early, his first walk we can take our time on a bit more. And then obviously the evening walk is what we call the evening walk. Let me zoom in a bit on that. Yeah, what we call the evening walk, which is early evening really. I mean, we're in bed by 8:30 at latest these days. And we've adapted pretty well, I think, to the new thing. I mean, bear in mind, I used to be years ago. I used to be a baker, so I used to start work at 3, half 3. And over the years, I've had many jobs where I have to start early. Early morning start. I'd rather, personally, I'm a person who would rather start earlier and finish earlier. That's just me. I know some people would rather start later, but I'm not one of them. Yeah, not for me, I'm afraid. Get the work done and get out of there. Get out of Dodge. Oh, there he is. Yeah. So, yeah, that's not bad now. It's not bad. So we've got the hair on him, so you can go over there. Right, what can we do on this fellow here? Black for the straps. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's find some black. I'm just going to get some black on the go. Contrast, Black Templar. That should work just fine. Because he was undercoated in white. So should theoretically be okay. Yeah, here we go. Yep, that's him. That's another one. So far, off of my bench, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miniatures. This dude here, I'm thinking he's ready. Yeah, that one's ready. So some matte varnish on that dude, that fellow. So in order to save, not waste the product, just take it straight from the bottle rather than squeeze it out. Yeah, let's go. Oh, I've ordered some terrain, by the way, some MDF terrain. I do like the MDF terrain, some wooden jetties. So I'm still working towards stuff for my D&D campaign I'm going to be doing. Although it takes a long time for me, it takes me an incredibly long time. I'm going to be prepared for it, so I have all the bases covered. I've got like a beach mat area now that's going to be playing an integral part of it. And once I'm ready, I'll just I'll roll it. I've rolled up characters, before, but I'll do it all again. Get them ready. There he is. One werewolf ready. There we go. But yeah, so as I suspected, not going to get all the miniatures done, but I'll carry on. What I'll do is, this is what I've done before, I will just start with what I've got and just carry it through. Right, so for this one, think it's just a touch of yeah. It's gonna be dry brush. The old dry brush again. And there's that brush gone. There it is. The so-called medium dry brush, which is really what I would call it. Small dry brush. There we go. So literally there for the dwarf. Oh, I'm going to do his the rim of his base as well. I think there's a couple here I can do. Yeah, this same step, which is awesome. Okay. Yeah. Yep. I'm just bending down, looking at the miniatures. Thinking, yeah, I think that is probably it. Okay. There. So those three. And they can also have the next step as well, which will be the Steel Legion Drab again. That's pretty awesome, because a couple of these are going to be off the bench, as in off. So pretty chuffed with that. Right. And then there'll be a case of varnish. At the moment, the only one with varnish on is the werewolf, so I should hopefully remember that. But yeah, as I was saying, we've expanded our walks with Dylan. We started off literally just outside the path outside our home. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Well, we started off actually in the garden. Backwards and forwards and sits, and you know, oh yeah, he sits, and still working on his stay. And we're working on, you know, lay down. And one of the most important things, I think, recall. Starting to get the hang of leave it. But yeah, recall, very, very important. Yeah. But now we've expanded the area, so we're up to the Orchard car park now, and beyond, we're going beyond that as well. He has been down to the front and seen the sea. He's not too sure what to make of it. I don't think he's ever seen the sea before. Yeah, I'm probably a bit frightened of it, to be truthful, but that's okay. We did that a bit soon, so we're gradually building him up to things like that. And that's you know, to be expected. You know, the biggest mistake I think a lot of new owners make with their dogs, you know, we've made the same mistake, is too high of an expectation, both of the dog and yourself, you know. And then when you think, sometimes you think, oh, he's not seem to be getting anything, you know. And some days they have bad days, don't they? Not very responsive, or not wanting to look at you or pay you attention. You think, oh, I'm so rubbish as a trainer, you know. And then, but you look back on how far you've come. You know, you think, well, when we first had him, we couldn't do this and this and this, and now we can. And you know, so you know, it may be a slow process. It's like introducing him to the cat, getting him desensitized to the cat. It's not an overnight thing. It just isn't, you know, and you've got to be prepared for that. But at the same time, you know, don't be too hard on yourself as well, you know, because everybody that's out there doing this, I think you're doing a great job, you know, if you're anything like us. That's that one done. What time are we at now? Already 7 minutes. Hey, it's turning into a rather good video, very productive. Well, I know what I want to do next. Do some priming. Got a couple of things I want to prime here. Do one side at a time, of course. So I've got some black primer. Here, Vallejo black primer. Give that a bit of a shake. Again, I'm going to take it from the pot because it's more efficient, I think. Right. I'll use this brush. It's a bit of a glooper, but be ideal for priming. There we go. So here we are. So it's like a gate post for like not prisoners. I suppose you could call it prisoners. It's part of my fighting pit arena, of which I've done that. But these are like places to keep prisoners and things like that, you know. So it's all part of the same set. So some are made of metal bars, some are wooden spikes. Yeah, just gotta prime them all first. There we go. Got our daughter coming up for the weekend, this weekend, so by the time you see this it was long gone, but hey ho, all good. Still summertime at the time of recording this, beginning of August, so enjoying the sun. It's not been a brilliant summer, I don't think, but I have enjoyed the days that we have had sun, you know. So it's one of the things, you know, letting Dylan out in the night to go for a wee. If it's raining, he don't want to go. I've got to literally take him over the road, so it's kind of like a mini walk in the middle of the night. She's like, oh great. 1:30 in the morning, I was taking him up the road just so he could have a wee. And he's still getting wet in the rain. He might as well go in the garden, you know. One of those things. Yeah. Anyway, that's part and parcel of it. Okay, so some paint on that one. Ideal. These are going to be iron bars, so for metal I always prefer black primer. Seagulls are very vocal this year. Especially in the mornings, my goodness. Don't need an alarm clock with those dudes, I tell you. Oh, that's that one. Right. Coming on really well. Rather splendid. I'm going to take another sip of water while I figure out what to do with this chap next. Probably the base, but I'm not sure. I put some blood on his sword. I don't know. If I can find my blood for the blood god, that is what I will do. So we've done 12 miniatures thus far. Well, I could have put some primer on that one, but hey ho, only just seen it. That's okay. Let's see if I can find any blood for the blood card, because that would be quite good. Blood for the blood card. Oh, look at that. Blood for the blood card. Give that one a bit of a shake. Hang on a sec. There we go. Just want to pop a little bit on his sword, because I can't really think of what else to do on him at the moment. So that's how I'm gonna get around it. Think about that later. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, there it is. It's him done. And that's that done. Now this miniature. The white coat I want to keep. I got sure I've got a contrast white I can use. If I have, I can't find it. Oh, I don't think it's out. That's the trouble, you see. I'm just gonna grab. Oops! Just gonna grab my box of paints. There we go. There it is, Apothecary White. It's because it's actually more of a grey. God dear, oh dear. Been a while, so forgive me for my unpreparedness. Not that is that even a thing? Right, hang on. Loving this paint shaker. Oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Right. Suitable brush. Must have one. I'll use this one. No, that's too big. Too big, too big, too big. What's this one then? Right, let's just put this on here. There. So I think black works quite well as well on white. But I don't know about a contrast paint. Yeah. I'm quite liking this though. Yeah. I'll do the shirt a different colour. Yeah. I'm not going to think about that now, though. I went to Tesco's earlier to... I bought some shorts at Tesco, and that's fine. I go through the checkout. This is the other day. I go through the checkout, take the security tag off, I go on my merry way, get home, try them on, and discover there's another security tag on them. So I took them back today. So bought these the other day. Here's my receipts. There's still got a security tag on. So the cashier should have done that. I said, well, he did take one off, but there's another one. That's a bit overkill, really. 2 security tags. It's just a pair of shorts, But there you go. All done now, though. I was really busy as well there today. Really busy. There, that is that. Apothecary white. It is like a grey, I have to say. I'm just going to hold it there for a bit. I don't want it running too much. Blow it a bit. Try and dry it out a little bit. That's okay. I'll do a dry brush over the top of that as well. I don't know, like a rack white or something of that nature. Clean the brush out. Yeah, so as I've not done any hobby for a good month and a half probably, I've kind of fallen out of I would say fallen out of favour with the hobby. But I'm kind of finding my enthusiasm for it again now, which is nice. Now I'm starting to pull back a little bit more free time, which is nice. I mean, it starts to begin with. The first couple of nights I slept downstairs, with Dylan. I was on the sofa and he was in the kitchen. And I was up every 20 minutes, half hour with him through the nights, but he's settled down now. He's got the routine, and stays downstairs fine now. That's getting longer and longer, which is fine. Obviously, I don't just leave him there. This is the longest I've ever left him unattended, I think, for this painting session. It's been nice. You got to have some free time, right? And when I'm working, obviously, I need to get up from my desk every so often anyway. So I go and see him then, and just make sure he's okay. And right, I'm happy to pop that one off the bench now, just trying to dry off for that stage. Yeah. So what time do we have here now? 52 minutes. Right. I'm going to take my glasses off. I'm going to zoom out. So back to me. So that's good. That was a great session, actually. So in the end, final count of miniatures was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 miniatures. That isn't bad. That's not bad, I'm just going to put my Apothecary white away whilst I'm here. And my blood for the blood god. I was kind of cheating on that one a little bit. I just put some blood on. But hey, got some blood on his sword now, so that looks kind of cool. That does look cool, actually, from this angle. And yeah, that's all. That's what I'm talking about. Just a tiny little bit of paint on. That's all it needs. And you've done that stage of, of that, which is great. Some more orange tango. Oh, that was courtesy of Tesco, by the way. Got this meal deal with these chicken Caesar salad wraps, the fruit pot, and a bottle of drink. So that was quite good. I thought, not bad at all. Not bad. Right, okay. Well, that just about wraps it up for this one. Might be a little bit shorter, I suppose, with the edits, but hey, that isn't bad for a comeback. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching this episode of On the Beach with Pete. Thank you, I really do appreciate it. Hopefully, more videos to come, so watch this space. And, remember, all brushes lead to all, my friends. Bye for now. Bye-bye.